Happy Sabbath, kids, and welcome back to our 10 Commandment series. Last Sabbath, Auntie Jung shared the 5th Commandment, reminding children to obey and honor their parents. And this is the only rule that has a promise. If we obey our parents and we honor them, we will be out of harm's way and will have a long life. A good relationship with parents is the foundation for good relations with others and have a peace of mind and be successful all our lives. Today, we will learn more about the 6th Commandment. Our key text is found in Exodus 20 verse 13, and it says, "Thou shalt not murder, thou shalt not kill." Kids, have you ever been tricked, betrayed, or deceived by someone, bullied by a classmate, by someone you trust or love? How did you feel? Did you ever think of fighting back? I too had my share of that when I was small. And a form of bullying is unkind and uncool. And you know, kids, unkind people are just everywhere. One day, as I was uptown wanting to leave my car, after a long while of searching for a space, I finally found one. And as I was about to drive into that space, what do you think happened? Well, another person drove through that space, and for a few seconds, I thought about this. I'm just so mad someone took my space.
Warrior princess, thou shalt not kill.
I need to get back to him for taking my toys.
Warrior princess, thou shalt not kill.
Here's an arrow for the kid who laughed at me.
Warrior princess, thou shalt not kill.
What do you mean I can't use all my weapons?
Love your enemies.
What should I do? I can only do that with God in my heart. Of course, kids, I did not actually become a warrior princess, but my mind raced in imagination as I was fuming with anger. Bible characters such as Cain, Moses, Saul, in their anger lead to death of some people. Uncontrolled anger is dangerous because it may lead to sin and eventually imprisonment. And that's why Jesus said, "In your anger, sin not." Yes, we have heard what God told his people long ago, that thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not murder. This commandment may be very easy to remember, but this goes far because the 6th commandment does not only tell us not to kill, but also to love our enemies, and it's telling us to treat them well. Can you believe that? Anyone who hates a brother can be in danger of hell's fire, and that's in Matthew 5 verse 21. What does this mean? The 6th commandment is telling us that when somebody offends us, we need to control our feelings and actions. Can you still be kind to someone who has hurt or offended you? This may not be easy, and I'm still learning this virtue, kids. In fact, some people think it's impossible. We may think, why should I be kind when that person has been mean to me? Well, kids, if we realize how much sinful we are and how God has loved us and treated us much better than we deserve, then we understand how to treat others and our fellow men indeed. Why did Jesus say we should love our enemies? There are 3 important lessons to that. Number 1, Jesus' plan is the only way to stop fighting. Evil can't be repaid with evil. Repaying cruel with unkind behavior will only create trouble. Just imagine when your brother gets your toy and you don't give it and he gets it back. There'll be a lot of trouble in the house, right? Number 2, it is the only way to get control, and we must not respond to unkind behavior with anger. For if we do this, we are allowing another person to take control of our feelings, attitude, and reaction. Well, this is easier said than done, and I'm still learning this too. As a Christian, we may set a limit to what others can do to us or allow him or her to do to us. And this is to establish control over himself and enjoy God-given right to govern his or her life. And this requires God to fill each heart with love instead of hate. Number 3, this is the only responsible way to act. Jesus said we must not allow our enemies to decide and conduct our attitude, and this is a choice. There was once a farmer who had a very bad neighbor who was in a way of killing every animal that gets into his field. It happened one day that the good old man's sheep got into the bad neighbor's field, and as usual, he killed them all. And with a bad temper, he told the old man to come and get his sheep home. When he showed the dead sheep to the old man, instead of being sorry for the dead sheep, he told the old man, "I will kill every beast that comes into my property." "Well," said the old man, "I will make you pay for that." Not long after, some of the bad neighbor's sheep got into the good old man's field. The good old man called his boys, and they drove the sheep into the stable and filled it with hay. And he sent for the troublesome neighbor to come and get his sheep. The bad neighbor came expecting to find his sheep dead, and what a surprise when the good old man took him to the stable. All the bad neighbor's sheep were safe and sound with plenty of hay to eat. Bah! The effect was that the good old man, he paid the good old man for the sheep that he had killed and was always a good neighbor after that. Yes, kids, we can be kind to people who are unkind to us. And this is the best Christian behavior, and it puts us in a situation of strength. It means we are refusing to play their game. Instead of being overcome, we overcome. And this is what Jesus said: overcome evil with good. Love your enemies, be good to them that hate you, pray for those who insult you, and melt them with your kindness, as gold is refined with fire. Yes, we can forgive if we only realize how much forgiveness we have received from God. And when we understand this, our anger will just go away, and those who hurt us will become our friends, and we will enjoy the peace of God. This is the 6th commandment. Can you sing with me our song? This is my commandment, that you love one another, that your joy may be full. Yes, indeed, if we love our enemies, then our joy will be full. Goodbye, kids. Happy Sabbath.